Hello, hello. I'm going live just a minute early because I think there's just a tiny bit of a delay as I present and share here. So I wanted to kick it off a little bit early so I could be definitely right on time for the event. But I was so excited I couldn't wait. So I'm so pumped to be here. We're going to be doing a little bit of a Q&A for our Plan Profit Scale workshop series. And we're going to take live questions. And when you decide to come on live, you're going to be invited into StreamYard and you'll be put into a bit of a waiting room space until I bring you on screen. And we have our first participant. Jax is out there. Jax, I'm going to bring you up on screen in just 1 second here. I'm so happy to see you. But we're going to kick this off in just give me 1 more minute. Don't go anywhere. I'm so excited to connect because this is so much more fun when we do it together and we get personal and we get real and we get specific about your strategies. I have the slides next to me from today in case we want to pull any of that up and go back to anything. In case you didn't watch the event today, the replay is up. You can definitely check it out over at ambermchugh.com/plan profit scale if you are not signed up for that event yet. It's a workshop series that we're hosting this week, Monday through Friday. The live workshops are at 1 p.m. Eastern each day, but we're doing a couple Q&As and we've got a bonus VIP planning session and we're going to have some bonus activities and follow-ups next week, but you can definitely still get in here with us. And we're going through some really cool stuff, mistakes we see entrepreneurs making right now that are holding them back. Those things that CEOs, modern CEOs, and I use the word modern CEOs very specifically because the CEO of today looks very different than, right, the CEOs of prior years and decades. I'm not sitting in a corner office. I don't aspire to, actually I am in a corner office. Oh, but I don't have the windows surrounding me and I am not overlooking Wall Street. I'm at home. My kids might run in. I'm looking out at the street. And if I open my window, I can hear the school where my kids are playing. And so it looks very different. So I use this word modern CEO very specifically because we run our businesses differently. So we're talking this week about some of the mistakes we see modern CEOs and modern entrepreneurs making. Oh, speaking of kids, there's one of them. There is one. They somehow call me instead of their dad, who's supposed to be on deck right now. I'm going to DND them so I do not. There we go. And so we're going to dive into some of those differences. We're also going to build your personal no mess plan to scale your business up to 7, beyond 7, or not even 7. Maybe you're like, I'm not going for $1 million yet, Amber. Can we not talk about that? Hey, I am all for it because if you're asking the question, we talked about this today, what's that $1 million secret? Oh man, $1 million secret. Like we got to stay in it. And what do we have to stay in? Okay, we got to lead. We can't do all the things at once. We've got to prioritize. So there are some things to think through there. Awesome. If you are watching this on Facebook in our business planning, the Planathon group, you can join us over at ambermchugh.com/live. Malia just popped that in the chat. We'd love to see you there. You can sign up for the full event at ambermchugh.com/plan profit and scale. But we're going to get this Q&A started. It is time. On my clock, it shows we are 2 minutes after the hour, and I know there's a little bit of a lag. So I'm going to bring up our first Q&A, Jax. Then I see Tanya hang out. We're going to move right on through them. We have a limited number of people that can join here in the group. So if you can't get in or you are waiting, just hang out with us. We're going to go through and collaborate one at a time. And Jax, I see you. You're up first. I'm going to add you to the stream right now. Hey, how are you?
I'm well. Thank you very much.
Where are
Honored
you?
to be here. Thank you.
Gosh, it's such a joy that you're here. Where are you based?
Actually live in Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta. Okay, good. You've had good weather for a while, yeah?
Yeah, and now it's getting chilly, so.
Oh, it is. I'm so
we're
sorry.
getting the cold snap.
Sorry.
No, that's totally cool. We need it.
Oh my gosh. Tell us about your business.
Actually, I come from the wedding industry, so I'm a wedding event designer. and
Yeah.
planner. And with that, though, being a Latina female who's built a successful business, I'm actually on the course to, I finished my book actually this weekend. I just did my first edit, and I am working on really speaking and mentoring those wedding professionals that are basically the help, that are
Mm.
aspiring to have their creative juices actually not be a hobby anymore, but actually run a successful wedding business. So,
Oh, congrats.
thank
This is
you.
awesome. How are you going about leading and collaborating with women who want to do exactly what you just described?
Well, I have been it just when I honed down on exactly the I really thought I wanted to teach people how to plan their own weddings, and then I realized that wasn't it, and it was more of a B2B because people will always come to me and ask for advice.
Yeah.
Mentor individuals have had assistants that have gone and started their own businesses and been very successful at it. I've also worn many hats, but have successfully kind of climbed up the ladder and just learned how not to do that
Mhm.
anymore.
Yeah.
So I really felt that that was my calling, and also diversity, inclusion, and equity within the industry is very important to me.
Mhm.
So that's the route I'd like to take.
Head to toe goosebumps. I'm so excited for
Mhm.
you. And how do you have a specific question or you want to banter on
Yes.
strategy? Okay, cool. Let's hear it.
Kind of. Well, yeah, sort of. When I look back, I just really find it hard. It's always been difficult. And I living in the creative space where just kind of it's a little bit like flying at the seat of our pants because we're so creative, and it's the vision and the dream and all the, all of that, all the pretty. But now that I'm taking more of an approach of it's like the book and modules and teaching and a speaking kind of agenda and outline, it's hard for me to put all of my thoughts together and also just plan. Like, just to
Mm,
sit down and get granular is very, very difficult. So,
mhm,
what something you said today resonated with me, which was that a lot of the information out there is marketing information versus
mhm.
business information. So, I wanted to just know more about that tactic. I know that tomorrow we're supposed to work on the plan, but
Yeah,
I'm really curious as to it's just like I lack structure.
yeah. You are not alone in that. I working with so many business owners and modern CEOs, we see it all the time. What do I do? What do I plan for? And I have to caution because it's also easy to get stuck in like what someone in the planathon introduced me to the term procrasta planning. So it's this fine balance of like, okay, I'm planning. Okay, now we've got to get in action. We've got to go. So as we think about planning, and we think about running the business, you know all of the elements that come with running a business because you're doing it. But now I like need to formalize it and I need to take it to the next level. And if we have teams, right, it could be team meetings. If we don't have teams, it could be meetings with ourselves. Like, what are those meetings we need to have? I don't want to spend all of my time in meetings. You're right. We don't because we've got to execute. We can't just get in that space of rocking.
Mhm.
And then we go through a very specific process. And actually, every year in the Planathon, we kick off this process. Oh, I'll totally give a plug for my Fresh Start workbook. Have you seen this before?
Oh, I've been looking for it actually. A
Yeah.
friend turned me on to you, and then I've been yeah.
Yeah. So there's a print copy and a digital copy. We're actually
Okay.
giving in the event this week, we'll be giving a digital and a print away. But it's at freshstartworkbook.com. But this is the process I go through twice a year
Okay.
to reflect. Okay, what's working for us? What's not working for us? What do I need to shift? Because so often it's micro adjustments that we need to make. But if we're not looking at it, they could like we're so busy. I'm not gonna make any change. I like let's go, go, go. So there's a reflection process. There's a preparing process where in that prepare process, I like to think through what is the goal that I'm working towards? What do we need to do to reach that goal? I'm going to put quotes around this simple steps but so hard once you step into it, right? What is the goal that we're working towards? And how am I going to accomplish that goal when? And that's when we start to formulate a plan, right? Okay, what is the goal I'm working towards? And you'll probably have a multi-year goal. Like if you can see that vision, sometimes we can't see the full vision. It's not, I feel like you have a strong sense of your vision, but we may not know how we're going to get there. Oh, tell me more. I see your face.
A little, yes. It's interesting because even the first 2 years of my business, no one knew who owned it. So I suffered a little bit with, well, not a lot of it, with the imposter syndrome. And then I've gotten past that. And if you put me in that with the weddings and just everything, it's not an issue. I can plan, I can do all of that. And that's what's so difficult is why is it that when you get rid of all the bells and whistles and you drill down, it's like, whoa.
I think there's a big shift because when you are planning weddings and executing a wedding and an event, it is a very specific milestone. There's something coming. There's a deadline. We want all of our plans to have deadlines. Near term, short term, closer they are, the better. Just like a wedding, it's coming and we have got to get this done. We talk about that in all of our planning in the Modern CEO and here as well. Like, what are we planning for? If we plan everything a year out, it's going to be December and we're going to be like, oh,
exactly.
I got a lot to do. So we want to plan closer. So what I recommend doing is, set a 1-year goal, set a 3-year goal, a 5-year goal, but then identify, okay, what are my milestones? Like you wrote your book. Okay, now we're going to publish the book. Now we're going to launch the book. That needs to happen sooner, right? Then maybe I'm going to launch a program. Then I'm going to launch this thing. But we stagger those things across the year in what I call a strategic roadmap. Mm-hmm. So Q1, here's what I'm doing and I'm focused on. Q2, here's what I'm doing. And this is where it comes back. Did you see the question where I asked how many cars can you drive at once?
Yeah, just one.
Yeah, exactly. Just one. So just one goal for the quarter. You might even scale it back. You're like, I don't need a full quarter to get this done. I'm going to get this done this month. Like, okay, good. Go. But identify those things. And then, so there's a little bit of this vacillating between bird's eye view and then the 6-week view. Mm-hmm. Or a 90-day view or a month view, whatever that time frame is. So you're going to want to come up, okay, how am I doing year to date? How does this align to my broader goals? Okay, cool. Here's where I need to adjust. Then you come back down. You're like, all right, that's my 1-year goal, but 1 year is kind of far away. I'm going to focus on the next month. Here's what I want to get done this month. It's going to keep me on track with my goals. Then you bring it down to weekly. Then you bring it down to daily.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And every day I'm checking in, at least on the good days. If a day's not going well, I'm like, oh, did I plan today? You didn't. Actually, all day today, this was an example of this. I was basically in triage prioritization mode all day. But if I would have sat down and taken 15 minutes at the beginning of the day, I would have been so much more at ease. So all of this cascades down and ties together. Is this helping?
Oh, it is tremendously.
Okay,
good. Just getting out of my own way and just knowing that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Because there's so much that's been accomplished.
Yeah.
But I'm also I hide in the part of imposter syndrome of needing all the information.
You're still in that needing all the information.
Yeah, like I try to stop myself. Like I stop myself and say there's someone else I can delegate this to. I don't need to know how this works. I don't need to learn how to, like it's okay.
Oh my gosh. I was a little bit embarrassed the other day. We were meeting with a friend and someone we're consulting with on a project right now. She said, oh, okay, let me into your WordPress. I'm like, oh, I can't. I'm not an admin in my WordPress. So I can't even let you into my website system. And she didn't say anything, but I was like, oh, but at the same time, like
you don't need to.
I don't, it's not my zone of genius. There's someone, Katrina, Malia, they crush it. I'm going to give information to go in there. I'm going to chart a vision. I'm going to collaborate with them. I mean, give guidance but I trust them also. Like they don't need a whole lot of guidance once they're in there. Like that's not my zone. So that is a great example. And sometimes I think my face turned a little bit red there, but it's momentary. And then we grow, move on.
That's true. Well, thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
I really appreciate it.
You are a gem. Thank you so much for being our first Q&A. So good. And we'll see you at the workshop tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, so fun. What a great first question that many comes up often. Comes up so often. Next up is Tanya. Then I'm coming over to Janelle. I'm just looking at the questions as they're coming in. So Tanya, then Janelle, then Amy, then Adrena. We're going to make this happen. Tanya, I'm bringing you up.
Hey,
Yay!
how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I am good. Good. Happy to be here.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be here with you, and I'm loving your black. Is that wainscot? Yeah.
No, it is a just a wood piece, a wood art piece.
It looks so good. I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Yeah.
Oh, that's creative.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I'm moving soon. I move in August.
That's what I heard.
Yes. So I'm like trying to get some office, like everything I need for the office overseas, because I kind of piecemealed stuff together for this Chicago time. So I have my new chair.
I like it.
I'm looking for like, what's my backdrop going to be? So I got my eye on that.
Yeah, it is actually like 2 pieces from Hobby Lobby. And I thought, I can make this like a headboard. And then I said, it'll just go in my kitchen. So it's in the kitchen.
So good. I love it. Oh my gosh. How are you?
I am good. Today? Well, I'm just here to check out everybody else. And I joined the group because, I'm always looking for also women empowering women as well. And my job is a business, and I am an author, a writer. And so I do have 2 assistants that I have. And then like I said earlier, my husband has now started to come work for me. And, I'm just seeing what that looks like down the road, or look like, what that is as a business part, and to just run it truly as, a streamlined business. And so that is why I joined, and looking forward to, maybe one day getting accepted into the Modern CEO and things like that. So just to be with, like-minded entrepreneurs, women, business women, and things like that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I am so glad some of the things you're bringing up and what you shared about, all right, I want to do this right. Let's run out. What's this going to look like?
Right.
We have something called the playbook that we work through inside the Modern CEO. And basically it's this end to end of what am I doing in my business? How are we running this thing? It's a personalized playbook. But I think sometimes when we're freelancers, when we're solopreneurs, when we're just starting up, there is this element, like as Jax was talking about, like we are flying by the seat of our pants for a period of time.
Right. And I have a hard time giving up that control. And that's why I'm like, I got to give that over.
And that is key too, because we started our businesses because we saw a way to do something different. And frankly, I came from large organizations, and things don't move as quickly as I want. Things get stuck, in bigger business. Frankly, now in my business, I'm like, I want that to move faster too. But okay, right on time. But that's part of the reason. Like we saw a way to do something different. Now we're doing that. I gotta share that. And that's one of our challenges as leaders in our companies is, I not only have to be able to do it, but I have to share that vision with other people. And we have to do this together. And it's fun.
Yeah. And that's what I need. That's what I, want to learn is like how to work well with the 3 people that I would employ now, and to make sure that we're all communicating effectively. And I think that this is a good place to start. So,
oh my gosh. So good. I am so grateful to you for being here. One other thing I'm going to share on that communication front. We talk about this in Modern CEO and how to clone yourself is a project charter. And a project charter is something I recommend doing, yes, for every project that we run, but also when we're stepping into new team relationships. And this is where you go through, okay, what is the goal for us working together and us coming together? So it's, yes, looking at those milestones and goals for the project and the body of work that we're doing, but also asking questions like, how do you like to work best? If there are any personality tests. Like, okay, if you know Myers-Briggs or if you know human design, whatever, it doesn't matter. What's your love language? All of it. The more we can get to know the people that we're working with personally, business is personal. We're humans working within these organizations, on these teams, on this call right now. So the more we can get to know the personal like elements, how you operate, that's going to help us understand and work with that person better and communicate with that person. And then also the basic communication of, do you prefer to voice memo? Do you prefer to text? When something breaks down on this project, like today, our links weren't working, and I texted Malia, I'm like, okay, quick text. I don't usually do that, but when something is urgent, that's when we'll flip to text. Or if Slack is down, we'll flip to text. So what are those preferred communication modes? There are some teams who are all in Boxer. There are some teams who are all on text. Marco Polo. I mean, there's so many different places you could be. Where do you like to be? What works best for you? Because it's not just about me as the business owner. It's about us.
Right. And that's something I've not even thought of until you just, mentioned it. So learning something already.
Exactly. Oh, I love it. Tanya, thank you so much for hopping on. I love seeing you. We'll see you again soon.
You too. All right. Bye.
Yay. Oh my gosh. So stinking good. Oh, there we go. What fun. I love when we get in conversation because magical things come up. So if you're like, I don't know if I have a specific question, could I just share a line or two on where I am in the process? The answer is yes. Yes, you can. And we'll see what bubbles up. Next up, I'm coming. Janelle, if you are able to turn your camera on, I'm going to pop you on the live stream. Oh, yay. There she is. Janelle's coming up, and then I'm coming your way, Amy. Hey, Janelle, how are you?
Oh, good, thank you. How are you?
I'm well. It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you too. I just saw you pop up on Facebook and I was like, hi.
Yay! Oh, the best. It is late where you are right now, isn't it?
No, it's morning.
It's
going
morning.
to go to Pilates soon.
Oh my gosh, amazing. This is why I leave the time zone conversions to the Google. I was like, wait, I thought it was night, but it's so bright. So I had to check. It is morning. Yeah. Oh my gosh. What's shaking? What's going on your end?
Okay, so maybe last year, September 2019, I guess, I started everything all over again.
Okay.
I had my first version of the design studio and now I'm back into the second. So I've totally retrained myself, thinking with bigger jobs in mind. And so, now I'm in the process of branding myself, which is I put it off so bad, even though I'm designing brands. And so, I'm just kind of thinking about what people are needing with brands. Like I say, I'm a brand designer. People are like, do you do websites? Do you do socials? And I'm like, how far out does this go with a brand designer? What do people actually want when they're getting their brand done? Oh, you're frozen, sorry. I don't know if it's just me, but you're frozen.
There we go.
Oh, better.
We're both back. I wonder if it was an overall little outage. So I heard before there was a little blurb out there that branding, what do people want?
Yep. So people ask for socials. They ask for website design. And first of all, I was super narrow. So I was like, no. But really, how far out do they go? I'll keep building those skills. So I'm kind of still in the training and developing my offer phase, I guess.
Great. Awesome. Okay, cool. So as you build out your offer, are you doing market research around what people are looking for? It sounds like you are.
Yeah, I end up in conversations with people, been going to networking events, and talking to people, looking at what people do, looking at what other designers are offering. A lot of them do actually keep it very narrow. But I wanted to make a bit of a comprehensive package and work with other people.
I love it.
Yeah.
So here are my initial thoughts. My initial thoughts, keep listening. You're doing the market research. You're getting that feedback. Okay, people want this. What else do people want? In fact, if you are listening to right now, someone who is heard Janelle's question, and you're like, oh, okay, here's what I think about when I need branding. Throw it in the comments because we are here and we can help each other. And you've got a crowd of business owners who likely at some point needed or will need branding support, website, social, endless number of branding things that we could tap into. So I would keep listening. Second, I'd match up what you want to do, right? We need to find this overlap. It's not only what the market, but where's my zone of genius? Where do I perform best? Because when we like, oh, I can do it all. Yeah, we know we can, but what is really aligned? Where can I deliver, right, the best experience? And what feels great? What am I going to be joyful doing every day? And I know sometimes it's like, this doesn't bring me joy, but it brings me cash. Okay, there might be times where like, oh, I'm going to take the cash, but I'm going to remember this feeling and I'm going to deliver great work, right? Because we've all been in those situations. We're like, I don't love this, but I'm going to do it. But really look, when you build out those packages, get alignment. The final tidbit of recommendation I have is think about what can I do now versus what will this be future I scale up. Don't boil the ocean. I think that's impossible. Don't try to boil the ocean, right? So start with, okay, I want to get something to market. This is going to be my introductory offer. Do I have a bigger vision? Do I have a place where I want this to be going long term? Yeah, I can add more to it. I can evolve this, or maybe not. Maybe I bring out this offer. I'm like, this is pretty gosh darn good. I'm just going to add this little bit to it, and things are good. I'm going to keep going with this. But don't wait until you have the full vision executed, because the vision is going to evolve and it's going to be nurtured and it's going to change and it's going to get better and you're going to get more clear. So start now, look where that overlap is and get something into market and then get feedback and then massage it and tweak it and adjust it and keep building.
Yep. Great advice. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. I adore you. It's so great to see you live. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you so much for having me.
See you soon. Bye. Oh, so much fun. And what a great question. And truly, if you have like, ooh, when I think of branding, I think of this, pop it in the chat. Pop it in the chat. Amy, I see you. Let's do it. How are you?
Good. How are you? Wow, this is exciting.
It is so exciting. I'm having so much fun. I'm loving the questions. What's shaking in your business? Tell us about your business. Tell me how I can help.
Well, I am in direct sales. I'm selling for a company that markets tea. So, yes. And I love it. I actually moved from a large company, a large direct sales, to this one that's more of a small family feel. And I really love that growth opportunity that they have.
So fun. I love that. It is a unique energy that we are absolutely small team, really family feel. I say I love you on so many calls. I love you. I don't even worry if I hang up the phone saying I love you to my kids' teachers anymore. It's just like all in. I love the family feel. So I get it.
Yeah. I think my thing is I work a full-time job in finance, have teenage boys, I have dogs, I have a husband who is pretty much another teenage boy. So we are busy. I'm more of a visionary. I'm a strong red personality. I know what I want, but getting there, I kind of get lost. And I'm like, oh, I can do this, and I can do this, and I can do this, and this looks great. And I'm all about the new tech trends and the new Canva parties and this and that. And it's just like trying to streamline, but I'm trying to do it all at once. And I just have a hard time stopping and trying to figure out what is actually going to work.
Yeah. Yeah. This is tricky, and you are not alone. Talk about this all the time. Every entrepreneurial call I'm on, we're making decisions around where are we going to invest our time and our energy. And we know how many cars can we drive at once, right? We can only drive one car at once. And Amy, someone in our Facebook comments already said, like, I am so there with you. So you're not alone already, like in this moment, not alone. And I was actually talking to a client about this today. She's like, I got all these things to do. I'm like, you just can't. It's just the reality that we can't. So you know this. And then how do I prioritize? What do I put first? Where do I place my bet? This conversation I've worked out today, I've got to decide and I've got to place a bet. Like, we are hosting a live event. I'm placing a bet of my time and my energy on showing up and being present and being live. I'm so glad I did, because I'm loving being here. This Q&A just lit me up. So what we have to start to do is think, all right, I can't do all the things at once. I can't do all the things right in the imminent future. It's going to take a little while. And over time, I'm going to realize, actually, I don't want to do that. I tried this thing. It's pretty similar. We're going to cut that. So what we have to do is we have to look at, just like we talked about with Jax at the beginning of this Q&A. Did you catch that part?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't catch her question, but I caught the conversation.
Great. Perfect. That's totally cool. Because we have, like, let's say we have a year. And we have 1 year and we got all these things that we want to get done, and we can't wait till December, right? Because it's going to be too busy in December, especially in your industry, in your business. You're going to have like sales, marketing you want to be doing. So as I back this up, what am I going to do throughout the year to ensure I meet my goals at the end of the year? So let's look at the next, my screen flickered. Let's look at the next 30 days. If I'm going to place a bet of where I spend my time, even over the next 30 days, where's it going to be? Am I going to host parties? Am I going to host virtual? Am I going to get in person with people? Am I going to go to events? Like, I've really got to focus. Certainly, I have a checklist of things that I'm doing regularly to maintain my business, maintain life. But if I were going to focus, I'm going to bet on this. And we've got to start to place some strategic bets. And you might have some things be like, well, these 3 things could all be winners. All right. Then we start to prioritize. We have a framework called Prioritize Everything. So you would prioritize based on what's most important for you right now. Do I need some fast cash? Do I need to test a strategy? Am I working on something longer term right now? Do I just want to get my social fired up? Like, it could be any number of things, but we need to identify what matters most right now. What ties and what matters most should also tie to our longer term plan. But I'm going to place my bet on the thing that aligns with what matters most, my long-term vision. And I'm just going to focus on that for the next 30 days, the next 6 weeks, the next 90 days. And how do you decide? So much. Do you have a couple of things right now that you're debating between?
I think right now I'm looking at different ways to have parties, because Facebook is really slow, like insanely slow. Yeah. So we've been looking at like a Canva template party. It's just going to take a lot of build out to get it where I want with my brand.
Yeah.
I have not had much luck with like Zoom parties and stuff like that, but I really want to just take it off Facebook. I'm also working on my own group and doing things that support my community values, which aren't necessarily just tea.
Yeah.
So I'm running a class this week on habit stacking.
Yeah.
So, which I think could help me too. You know, there's a little selfish reason in that.
Yes.
I don't do the daily stuff either. I just kind of like get lost in the scroll, and I'm a squirrel. And I'm like,
no. Okay, good. I'm so glad you said this. So a couple of things. You are going to want to identify, you have to make a transition. Things are slow, algorithms, social media is changing. So we're going to stay steady, Eddie, with some things. And then you're going to want to identify in the next 30 days, in the next 6 weeks, in the next 90 days, I want to test this new thing, test something different. 100%, I would prioritize that. Next, you have got to, and this was a Jax conversation as well, you've got to take that time to get intentional. What are my priorities for the year, the next 6 weeks? Bring it back this week to stay on track with all these goals. What am I doing this week? And every day, do not open your computer unless you know what you are going to work on, because otherwise the scroll starts.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So for anyone who gets stuck in a scroll trap, I get it. Do not open your computer unless you know what you're going to work on. On my iPad, have an I thought it was my internet. It is my internet. Oh, my internet's being buggy. I'm sorry, Amy.
That's okay.
But I plan on my iPad. I open up my planner. It could be print. Actually, I open up a couple planners. I do my strategic planning in here and in documents online, but really it's here so I don't have to look at my computer. And then I map it out on my iPad. All right, but this is today. To stay on track today, this is what I need to do. Okay, now I can open my computer and go with that thing. Okay, I'm passionate about that.
Yeah, no, I need to do that. And I think I'm going to play with blocking my Facebook out for certain periods of time.
Oh, good. There's also something called, I wonder how many people are using this. Maybe I shouldn't say it because we are streaming to Facebook right now. But there's something called News Feed Eradicator. I'm cutting in and out. All right. I'm so sorry about that. Someone just popped in the chat. I'm cutting in and out. My husband tested our internet speed today and he said there were some problems, but he could not fix it. So he's working on it. But there's something called News Feed Eradicator that you can do an extension and it just hides your news feed, but you can still go into groups.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I've started scheduling my group posts and writing out my content in Trello for my feed, just so I know what I'm doing for my content.
Yes.
But most of my work needs to get into the messenger, and my follow-ups are sporadic. I'm working on systems for that.
Yeah. Build out your systems. And that's the other thing. If we know that the algorithms are changing and we're getting less traction or it's a little bit slower, and I think it's slower for a number of reasons. There's a change in social right now, as well as it's getting nice outside in many areas where we are, and people are out and about after 2 years of not being out and about. So definitely there's things happening, but when you get personal with people, check in those DMs, follow up with people, connect. That's going to have impact too. So prioritize each day, right? Prioritize broadly, but then bring it back each day. All right, here's what I'm going to get done. And then once I get those done, then maybe I can grow scroll.
Yep. I think that's the plan.
Oh, I love it so much. Amy, so good to see you today. Are you going to be back for the workshop tomorrow?
Yes. I just don't know if I can watch it live because I'm at work.
No worries at all. Oh, yeah. You are juggling a lot. Nice move.
Yeah. But I will listen to it on the way home like I did today, and then hopefully catch the live Q&A if we have another one tomorrow.
Recording will be up, and I'll see you at the live Q&A. If you percolate on this and come up with other questions, come on back.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, absolutely. Thank you. So stinking good. Amy, that was amazing. I am seeing, we've got some people on here live. Natalie, Trudy, and then Annie, you are up. I'm coming your way. And then Envy, I'm going over to your question after that. Natalie, coming on live. Hey, Natalie. Oh, you're muted.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, you froze. Oh, there you go. I can see you again.
There you
go. Okay.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Oh, yay. How can I help?
I did your planathon. Yeah. And then I saw that you were doing another, I don't know where I'm at. I just wanted to come watch you.
Oh, you were such a joy.
Because
I'm so glad I can answer that question. We are in a couple of places, actually. We're on a live page and we're in the Facebook group, the Planathon
Awesome.
Facebook group, actually. We're
Okay.
hosting Plan, Profit, Scale this week.
Okay, so I did your planathon. I want to say it was the end of last year or maybe the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
And
End
then-
of last year. Yeah. Spot on.
And
Oh
then
my
I
gosh.
just followed you, and then I got emails that you were doing something, and I was like, "Oh, let me sign up." And then I followed the link. So I'm here.
Yay! Oh my gosh, so fun. Well, we have workshops every day this week at 1 p.m. US Eastern.
Awesome.
And today's already went up, or obviously today's happened, and the replay is already up. So anybody can check that out on the replay page. You have a link in your email. And
Awesome.
then we also, I'm doing Q&A tonight and tomorrow night.
Awesome.
So this is perfect.
Yeah.
What
I'm
a great
excited
question.
to be here. You're awesome. So
I'm so pumped you're here. Thank you. Where are you based? Remind me.
I live in Dripping Springs, Texas.
In
So
Texas.
Austin. Near Austin.
Okay, cool. And what's your business?
So I have a couple. We own a mobile axe throwing trailer, and then I'm a human design coach.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
What a cool combo.
Well, so I run my husband's axe throwing business, but he's the one that throws the axes.
Okay.
I just do like the back end stuff. Yeah.
It's something I thought of doing at an event, but then I chickened out. I'm like, I
You
don't
should
think I
do
can
it. No,
Is it
it
fun?
is. It is seriously so empowering. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You should do it.
Okay, I say the same thing. Well, I have a boudoir photography business, as you may know. And same thing there. So empowering. If anyone's
Mhm.
thinking about it, you should do it. Do it with us. But same thing. So I'm going to throw axes for the empowering experience.
Yes.
And I'll loop that in. Oh, Natalie, you're a gem. Thank you for popping on.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Thanks
Your
for doing
energy is
this.
delightful, by the
Mm,
way.
Thank
So
you.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
In human design, anybody get your human design on?
Yeah.
It's so fun.
You learn
Where do
a
people
lot
find you?
about yourself.
Yes, exactly. Where do people find you?
So just on Facebook right now.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Natalie Luella Foley.
Oh, so good. We were talking a couple of questions ago about like get to know your team, get to know your people. And I mentioned human design. Human
Oh,
design.
I just popped on right at the end of the lady before the last.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. That was
Do you
not
know
that
what
was,
do you know your sign or your human design type?
wait, human design is manifesting generator, yeah?
I could see that. Yeah,
You could see it.
100%. Yep. That's awesome.
Oh my
You
God.
guys are like the unicorns. It's not fair.
Oh,
You
okay,
guys
well,
get to manifest and you have all the energy. So,
I do have the energy,
mhm.
but I'm going to have to do a little follow-up session with you, I think, because I have all the energy, but I've got some chronic, I've got some health stuff I'm working through that's like slowing me down and it's annoying.
That's all. That's just modern day life.
That's
That's
modern
what
day life.
stinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you can still do it. And it's not necessarily the energy, but you have even like the brain power to like create stuff, to put
Mm.
things in motion. So that's why you do what you do.
Amazing. One of
And
my
the
team
fact that
members.
you're a manifester, you're really good at speaking, and everybody like
Oh.
some people can speak, but like manifestors, people actually listen to y'all. So
Okay.
yeah, this is definitely what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh my gosh. I adore you. Okay. I will be doing some follow-ups with Natalie. Check it out. Check it out. Oh my gosh. You're a gem, Natalie. I'm looking forward to talking soon.
Yeah. All right. Have a good day.
Thank you. Have a great night.
You too.
Amazing. Okay. I love how connections come together. We mentioned human design earlier. Natalie pops in, didn't hear it. She's got some human design background. These things sync up in such a beautiful way. So right on time. Next up, coming up on the screen, I've got Trudy coming your way. Trudy, Annie, then Jube. And oh, wait, Trudy, Annie, Envy's question. Then I'm coming back around for Jube. Trudy, how's it going?
Well, I am here, so it's been a long day.
It has been a long day. I'm with
So
you.
long. Absolutely loved the speaking event this morning, the live. Loved it. So I've heard your name so many times
Oh my God.
through a author that I follow, and she speaks so highly of you and your courses and your stuff, and you probably know who I'm talking about. But
I
anyway,
know who you're talking about. I love
just
her. I love her
absolutely.
community. I love you.
Oh God, she's just amazing. I mean, to the point to where I'm a therapist and I have people that want to write their books. They want to tell their stories. They want to do their things. I send them to her YouTube. I'm like, go
Heck
see
yeah.
her. Do this.
Heck yeah.
I didn't realize this was going to be such a networking thing. I'm down with it, by the way. I'm just kind of looking what to do next. I want to, my big goal is to help others. My big passion is to end stigma for mental health, because there is such a stigma with mental health, and kind of helping to break that. And I'm trying to find the place to get that information out. I'm doing some courses on Teachable that I'm like finishing up one today. I'm writing my story. I'm a 3-time aneurysm survivor. And just kind of putting that out there to let people know. And I love that you were talking about fear, because I'm in the midst of writing a book about fear and how it keeps us from doing the stuff that we do, and what it means to truly be fearless. Because none of us are truly fearless.
Yeah.
We all just learn how to navigate it. And that's what makes you fearless, is that you navigate through it. But, giving away the whole premise of the book. But that's kind of what I'm looking for, is kind of some guidance on how to take those next steps to be the public speaker, to be the author, to be the person. So,
Trudy, I gotta say, number one, goosebumps. The stigma around mental health is real, and it's so exciting. It's not the best word, but it's so exciting, the shifts that are happening around this now, and that what you are doing around this, because it's so important. It's so necessary. I mean, even Natalie referred to it like, this is life. And I'm like, but I've got all this energy. Like, I got these things holding me back. Then I'm at this juxtaposition. Like, life is just coming at us.
Yes.
And so I think what you're creating is right on time and so beautiful.
And I love that. I love that, right on time. I swear, before I ever knew you existed, I was telling people, you know what? You're going to be where you're supposed to be. No matter what.
Exactly.
This is how the world works. This is how the universe works. You're going to be where you're supposed to be. You don't have to like it. You don't have to be okay. You don't have to like it at all. But you have to go through that to evolve to where you need to be.
Yes, exactly.
We're
going to make it. Well, like, it might not be what we want. It might not be what we expected. This is the plans too. Like, we're going to make a plan. Doesn't always go as planned. Right on time. We're going to get through it.
Yeah.
So the second thought I have related to what is next, right? What do you do next? You're doing the right things, right? What do I do to write? You're writing. What do I do to speak? You're showing up and speaking. Right. So what I would think about as my next evolution is, where do I want to show up consistently to connect with my people? And, that comes back to, who are my people and where are they hanging out? And where do I want to hang out consistently? Right. So is it YouTube? Is it Instagram? Is it TikTok? Right. Whatever this place is where you're like, oh, maybe it's a podcast. Right? I can do this consistently. That would be something I would start to look at. Like, all right, I want to get in touch with my people, and I want to serve, and I want to get this information out there. I want to speak, and I want to get these wheels turning. And then it's going to continue to unlock. And a million strategies after that come to mind, right? A flood in the path. But to start, where is there overlap and alignment of where the people you want to connect with are and where you want to show up? And that's where we start.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's simple. I mean, it's simple.
But I know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with it, but I teach the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz to people on a regular basis.
Yes.
It's almost like criteria to do therapy with me. You have to read this book. It's part of it. We have to have the same vocabulary. And, you know, I tell people it's a simple book. Oh, it's a simple book. It's written in very easy language to understand, but read it twice. You have to read it twice. First for overview and second for content, because the concepts are complex.
Yes.
And you're not going to get it the first time around. You're going to be like, oh my God, what did he just say? What? I don't get that. What? So yeah, it's almost a criteria for people to see me in my private practice, that I really need you to do this so you understand where I'm coming from whenever I speak to you about messages or whatever.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, the social platforms, I don't know how I feel about them.
You pay any number of things, podcast, social, blog, like whatever that thing is, right? Or if you're tapped into someone who's got your community, like has a community already built up of your people. Okay, let's build a partnership. Like there are any number of ways, but wherever that overlap is, let's find it and start there. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. What a joy. I'm going to remove you from the screen, but I'm going to say a few things about you and love you up a little bit. Thank you so much for hopping on. That was awesome. You know, one thing that was coming to mind as Trudy was sharing there is right on time moments again. And if you're listening to this and you heard the book recommendation, The 4 Agreements, I'm going to pick it up again myself. I believe I have read it before, but it's been a long time. And if something hits you, if you're like, oh, I need to think about that. Oh, they said something that struck me. Follow the nudges, because they're getting you on the path to where you need to be. Annie's coming up next. Hi, Annie.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. Where are you based? Where are you at right now?
South Carolina.
Oh, excellent.
You couldn't already tell.
Good. Oh my gosh, I love it. Tell us about your business.
Okay, so I in March started doing direct sales. So I'm actually do, but so far not so good. So
okay.
I've tried everything on Facebook as far as posting every 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole shebang.
Yes.
And not anything yet. I know it takes time, but I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, totally. It takes time. I want to, actually, there were 2 direct sellers tonight that we have talked to. There may be others out there. Do you know Becky Launder?
Mm-mm.
Okay. She is a friend and a colleague and a client, and she runs a business all around supporting modern direct sellers grow their businesses. And I would absolutely get plugged into her work. She is incredible. She knows this space inside and out. And because I connect with her a lot, she's speaking about, okay, what's happening in all of our business landscapes. There's a lot of change right now. We talked about that a little bit in the workshop today. We're going to keep talking about it throughout the week, but things are changing. So she's on top of like, okay, this used to work. It's not working now. We're going to shift into this. And she gives like strategies to implement and execute on. I would highly recommend connecting. Becky Launder, Modern Direct Seller.
Becky Launder, Modern Direct Seller.
You got it.
My notepad fell.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Ready for this. I was like,
we'll put it in the chat for you so you can see it in the chat.
Okay, yes. I mean, I learned last night a trick on Facebook, which you probably already know, where if you use the heart, the love emoji, if you do everything with that love emoji, your content is brought up to the front of the page.
Oh my, I did not know that. That is wild. And I use the heart a lot. So I'm going to watch for this. I'm going to like test some hearts and some likes.
Yeah. I don't know about the likes, but I do know the hearts, because I mean, immediately after, and then I had some people in my upline. I told them, I said, please go heart all my stuff. And they did. And then next thing I know, some people that are my friends that never respond to my stuff were liking, feeds and posts and stuff. And I was like, okay. So
Wild.
I can't believe it, but it's all about this algorithms and all that stuff. And I'm
My
just,
gosh. You know, and I don't want us to focus exclusively on, right, these little things, because if you've got good content, it will be seen. There's a consistency element to it, right? But also, sometimes these things stack and you're like, I'm going to try it. Like, this is a tactic. This is a strategy. Heck yeah, I'm going to get some hearts on my post and see if that zhuzhes it up more versus a like. It's fun to play a little as we're growing our businesses. And I definitely did not know about that. And I'm so grateful for hearing this. Thank you.
you're welcome.
How fun. Oh my gosh. I already put Becky's name in the We Are Heart Crazy. It's true, Malia. Oh my gosh. I love it. I put Becky's info in the chat so you can see that when you get back there.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thanks for hopping on, Annie. Have a great night.
And what was that other thing you were talking about? You can go on Facebook and it will only let you see groups.
Oh, that's the newsfeed eradicator. It's a plugin in Chrome. And then it'll just like, I don't want to see my newsfeed right now. I'm just going to go to my destination, go to messages, go to Facebook Marketplace. I'm doing some sales on Facebook Marketplace right now, and go to groups, right? Whatever it is, messages, all the things. And then you can skip the newsfeed so you don't get caught into the scroll.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're so welcome. So great to see you. Have a great night.
You too. Thank you so much.
Oh, absolutely. I love it. Okay. One of my favorite things is connecting with you. So thank you so much for your questions. Envy's question is up next. Then I'm over to Jube. Envy, I'm going to read this question. How do you move from knowing what you're really good at? Ooh, this is a good question. Knowing what you're really good at to monetizing it. I've realized I have skills that could help people, but I'm not sure what to do with it. Okay, a couple of things on this. We don't have to monetize everything. I have to remind myself of that as an entrepreneur. Like, I used to be talking to friends and family, and I'm like, start a business. We can do this. We can do that. We can do this. We can do that. I've really dialed it back, and I'm focused on my car. Well, two cars. But because I run two businesses. So I got to alternate. Does it take me longer sometimes? Sometimes, but we got our modern CEO ways on, so we can do this. But yeah, if you're really good at it, and you're like, I want to turn this into the thing. I flippin' love that. So the first step I would think is get into conversation with people. What are you looking for on this front? If I created something like this, right? Tell me about that. How does this resonate? What do you think? And then I'd start putting together an offer. It could be an introductory offer. It could be a beta. I don't love the term beta unless it's truly beta. If it's something that's like, no, I have skills and experience in this, it's not beta, right? If the model might be beta, okay, we could maybe test that, but that's really a term that comes from the tech world. So if it's a service that you're talking about, I don't really align beta with your expertise, right? But introductory offers, right? Then you could roll something out. And here's the deal. When we start to share, when we start to put something out there that people can purchase from us, whether it's services or products, etc., we're going to see if our message is aligned. We're going to see if we've really got the right thing that people are looking for. So do that market research, put that offer together, and let's get it out there. Now, there's some other ways where we can sort of fail proof a launching of a product or an offer. And that's by getting in those conversations, right? Test your messaging with Facebook posts. Test your messaging on TikTok. It goes viral. Okay, people are interested in this. That doesn't happen very often. That should not be our guide as to if people are interested or not. It's not build it and they will come. Field of Dreams does not always work when we are starting our businesses. So what we want to do though, is we do want to create something. We do want to create some messages and see, okay, is this a problem people actually have? Okay, yeah, people have this problem. I'm hearing it in market research. People are echoing this when I post about it, when I share about it. This is something I want to keep going on. So offer design, introduce the offer, etc. We go through this step by step inside the Modern CEO, and we'll talk more about your roadmap for that in our workshop tomorrow at 1 p.m. US Eastern. So if anyone is not signed up for the Plan, Profit, Scale series yet, we're going live at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. One of the things we're going to look at is, all right, what's my path if I'm at startup, ramp up, scale up, or CEO up? So based on where you are in your stage of business, we're going to give you a roadmap and we're going to create your personal plan. Okay, here's where I need to focus. This is the area and the road I need to be driving on. So then you just have to pick the car that you're going to be driving in. I love it when a metaphor comes together. Okay, so Envy, you're going to start to test this. Keep doing your market research, start testing your messaging, start testing your offer, and keep going. It's one step at a time. It's these little baby steps that are going to add up, and all of a sudden you're going to look back in 10 years and be like, what? I did that. Yes, you did, but we got to start now. So love that you're asking these questions. You are on the right track. And if you have more questions, feel free to come on back tomorrow and we can keep digging in. Yay. Ooh. I'm seeing some more chats in here that I missed before. Okay, good. Next up, Jube, I do not see that you have a device connected, so I cannot actually put you up on my screen. So if you want to connect your mic, let's see. Okay, connect your mic if you want, and then I'll come back to you. But right now, Steph, if your camera is working, I'm going to add you to the stream. Let's see if it's working. Yay, it's working. I thought that was you. How are you? Oh, I can't hear you. Unmute.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. It's so good to see you.
I'm out on my porch because spring finally came to Philadelphia.
Us too. It's gorgeous out. And after this, I got to go sit on my porch for 15 minutes at least.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you. What's shaking in your business?
I have been neglecting my business for quite some time just because I've been just pouring everything into client. So I'm trying to commit to doing this workshop with you this week to start to get my mind around doing something with my business because I'm still in the same situation. I just can't keep taking the one-on-one clients. I have to scale some other way.
Yeah, it is tricky to figure it out. Yeah. Yeah.
So.
And just real talk on the photography business side, it took us 3 years to figure out like, okay, how are we going to scale this? Yeah. So solid 3 years. And then on the Amber McHugh side, I actually should look at that. 2013, it was 3 or 4 years also. It takes a little time. So actually I say that to everyone who's like, I want to scale now. This might take time. Yeah. And you've been testing, right? You've been working on things. And we heard, who was it with? Oh, it was Amy, right? Sons, dogs, full-time job, right? And you've got similar stuff going on. You've got family, you've got life changes. You've got, right? You've got one-on-one clients that you're working.
Wedding to plan now,
Yes, I thought like life changes. I think she's getting married. I love it. I saw the picture of you and your daughter at the Bridal Show. That was awesome.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So what we've got to do is we're like, all right, these things I have to keep steady. And I don't think you were on when we started the conversation with Jax, but there are some things we got to keep steady. But then Steph, build upon everything that you're testing and everything that you're learning. We're going to start putting puzzle pieces together. Like, okay, that one doesn't fit. Throw it in the garbage. Yeah. That doesn't go in this puzzle box. How did this get in here? Right. And then we're going to start fitting it together because you have the foundation, you have the skills. Now it's just making it all click.
Yeah. And, I have some collaborations going, which is interesting way to scale. So Rachel McElhaney and I, your strategy, we're working on a workshop where because I do resumes and update LinkedIn profiles for the personal branding based on resumes, or even service providers who are like, I don't really know what to do with LinkedIn, and they don't know how to give value and how to use LinkedIn for networking and to grow their business. So I've been doing a lot of that lately. So we're collaborating together with those two topics, with some career strategy and the social media digital side, moving that for job hunting and change. I literally just had a woman message me today that the work we did, she's like, I just got 2 job interviews and it's only Monday, and she's like, I couldn't have done this like without you.
Oh my gosh.
So pulling that into a collaboration where it's not just like a brand new service like just on me, but part of something bigger to get to a different audience and to give more value to Rachel's business. She gives more value to my business, and so trying to get that off the ground. But the two of us are like getting in our own way, you know. I'm working everything, you know, so it's like, all right, we got to get this done. Like,
Okay, so there are 2 things. A couple of things are coming to mind on this. Like, let's take a resume writing business, for example. And so this is where I would build for what is present now and design for scale. So yeah, you and Rachel are working on something. Yeah, you're doing one-off resumes. I freaking love it. And you're getting great results for people. I definitely recommend, if anybody's like, I don't have any skills, have someone work on your resume for you, and you'll see all the skills you have, and it immediately instills confidence. Like, oh, okay, I do know a thing or two. I love working on this with people. And I actually am like, I should update my resume, because I was thinking, like, do I even have any skills? And I'm like, okay, come on. But when I think about it in terms of a resume, here's what I put on my resume. Okay, yes, we do. But what I would also think about is, okay, if that was a piece of business that we wanted to grow to write 100 resumes a month at $100 a piece, I think that's too low. $200 a piece. Would that be 20,000? Did I do that math right? 200 times
100
times 200, 100 times 200. Yeah. So 20,000 a month. Okay. Can I make that work? What would that math look like?
Yeah.
Because everything that we do as business owners, we're going to accelerate our results, and we're going to put the plan together better if we build a revenue plan. So do you have a revenue plan in place for your businesses right now? Okay. No. Steph, we're going back to it. Steph and I'm talking a little bit of common language, because Steph and I have worked together in the past inside Freshly Implemented, which has been renamed The Modern CEO. So we want that revenue plan. Have your revenue plan in place, because that is going to give us so much clarity on why am I doing this, right? Like just today I was talking to someone, we were talking about a revenue pie. What are the pieces of her business that bring in her revenue? And she's like, I did this one thing. It brought me $1,000 of revenue, and I put a lot of work into it. It was not worth it in the big scheme. But when you look at your pie, like, all right, what is worth it? Okay, I need to focus there. That's not worth it if I have to write all those resumes, would be my response to that. Like, I want that model to work, but I can't do all of that, right? Here's how much time I would have available. So I think in terms of, right, this is my revenue plan. How can I make this possible? No, that does not make sense. I need to adjust that delivery model, because we kind of go back and forth between, this is my idea. Okay, but this is the revenue model on this. Okay, let me go back. This is my idea. This is the revenue model on that. Oh, I like that better. I can work this model in this way. And then once we sort of figure out those two pieces, we layer in the marketing plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I keep doing it backwards.
Yeah. You are not alone in this. There's so many business owners, and it's easy to do. If we're like looking at our social media feeds, we're like, oh, like that. But bring it back and look how it fits into your bigger plan, then hit go. Right. And I'm not saying like, look at how it fits into your bigger plan for a year. No, we don't want to be procrastinating. I know you won't, but bring it back and then, right. Okay. Adjust. Okay. Now go. Yeah.
So that's something new, and there's definite possibility there. There's a different thing to the LinkedIn and the strategy, and, you know, people say like, oh, well, I don't have to, like, what do I use LinkedIn for if I'm job hunting or if, other than like looking for jobs or even just to network, even if you're not looking for a job, it's like, it's personal branding. You're marketing yourself.
Yeah.
So it's all part of marketing yourself. And you got to position your profile to give value and to show your expertise. And so many people don't do that, so it's been an interesting project. Like there's been a lot of that coming down the pike lately. So it really is something I should sit and do a revenue plan with and figure out how to scale that. I like it too, that it's like a one-off type of project.
You like that?
What's that?
You like that it's a one-off type of project?
I do, because I have a certain amount. I can only take on so many retainer clients.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff to build in revenue, like you said, with X amount of hours, you charge so much, but I'm not like in it over and over and over every day.
Yeah.
With it. So
yeah. So good. I'm excited about this. And you can design it for a one-off offer. There's so many different ways we could start. I'm gonna stop because I could like keep going all night on this. Yeah. But I love this. And if you percolate on this, just like I said to a couple of other people who popped on, if you percolate on this and you have other questions tomorrow as you're sitting in it, pop back on here for you.
Will do.
Yay! Love you, Steph. So good to see you.
You too. Thanks, Amber.
Bye. Oh, so stinking fun. I don't know about you, but I listen to what you are creating in this world. And I'm like, ooh, okay, 4 agreements from Trudy. Yes. Maybe, do I need to work with Trudy? And then I think, okay, Steph, should I update my LinkedIn profile? Probably. Don't go look at my LinkedIn profile. And I think, okay, that's not a today thing. But that's going on the list, right? So this is a great example. Even Natalie, right? Like, okay, I want to do some human design work, but we've got to prioritize. You've got to look at, where am I spending my time right now? Where am I placing my bet right now? And this week I am committed to showing up here. So I got to make a note, human design with Natalie. I'm going to make that a reward for getting through something, because that's so joyful, right? So layer these things in. You can't do it all now. It is impossible. Life is coming at us, the pings of the socials and life outside and everything that you've got going on. We've got to prioritize what we put first in our business so we can start to get some traction. Because we've said it a few times tonight, and we've said it a few times over the years. How many cars can you drive at once? And if we are hopping in and out of cars and we're not sure, like, which one's going to get me there fastest? I don't know. Let me hop in this one. No car is going to get you there if we don't get in it, make a decision, and drive. So we've got to, going with the rocking chair analogy, at some point, step on up out of that rocking chair. Don't just be in motion, but decide, place a bet, and stay the course. And every single freaking day, Jax kicked us off so well with her question, right? Like, okay, I need a plan. Every single day, sit down and identify, what am I working on today? And sometimes at the end of the day before, like today, I already sat down and identified, what do I need to do to make tomorrow a success? Because I want to hit the ground running tomorrow. So I've already looked at, what do I need to do tomorrow for it to be a success? There are a few things shaken. A couple things might overflow to the next day because it's a busy week. But that's okay. I've got it prioritized. So if a couple of those things that are lower on my priority list fall to tomorrow, I'm good. I'm not going to be massively off track. So this is the invitation to you to start to decide, place your bet, then stay the course. Once you get in that car and you are driving, don't change cars unless there is a really important or significant reason for it. Because once you get in that car and you start going, you're going to start getting momentum. You're going to start getting traction. And that's when you're like, oh my gosh, what is happening? What is happening? How did I get 50,000 followers on YouTube? How did I get to 105,000 3 days into my launch? Don't know the exact timeline on this. I have some specific examples in mind. Take the time to make the decision now and then tomorrow, And then at the end of each week, set yourself up for success the next week. We've got a framework for all of this in place for you as we think about the role you're stepping into, and that I'm inviting you to step into as modern CEO. Things are changing. Things are changing. Things are evolving. But guess what? They're always changing. They're always evolving. They do seem to be changing much more rapidly now, but we're going to be ready for it. We're going to be ready to adapt, and we're going to pick that thing where we're going to stay the course, keep on driving. I've got my road. I've got my car. I'm going to stay in it. And I'm here to help you with that this week and then beyond. So tomorrow, we've got 2 things at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern. Some people might be sleeping. And so we'll get the replays for you as well. But at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern tomorrow, we've got a live workshop where we're going to talk about your scale up plan. We're going to look personally at where you are at your stage of business and identify the 3 things that I recommend you focus on to start to get some traction. Then in the evening, same time, same place, we've got our Q&A at 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern. Then we're back for some live events the rest of the week, but you can get the agenda when you sign up at ambermchugh.com/plan, profit, and scale. Trudy just put in a great quote. The only thing that is consistent in life is change. So let's ride that wave. We've got this. We're going to have a framework set up for you to adapt for what you need now in your business and then long run. We're going to keep riding these waves together. We got you. We've been there. And we don't have to do this alone. As entrepreneurs and business owners, we are in this together, and it's so much fun, so much better this way. The Q&A tonight, so much better than if I was hanging out here alone talking to myself. So thank you, everyone who showed up. Jax, Trudy, Amy, Natalie, Stephanie, amazing being here with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you tomorrow at the workshop and back in the Q&A if you've got more questions. Have a great night. Bye. There will absolutely be a replay for tomorrow's live workshop. We got you. Replays all week because I know time zones are funny and everybody's got stuff going on. So we got you. We got you. I hope to see some of you there live, though. It's much more fun for me to see you live, like here. Love it. Bye. Woo, woo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome. Have a great night. Have a great day.